Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, Archangels and Ascended Masters, for this wonderful opportunity for victory, for solutions, for peace, for harmony, and for joy right now for our highest possible good. Thank you to the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this opportunity to relax, to accept peace, to understand peace, and to allow peace be provided for us. And we thank the angels, all the angels that we know by name, angels that are new to us. We allow all of them to come forward right now and to assist us. We allow from the get go for there to be an encircling of protection for every single individual engaged in this activity right now or who will engage in the future. We allow there to be harmony right now in this moment. And we welcome a great sense of peace, a knowing of joy, and an expansion of our hearts. So if we could just breathe into all that, and if we could let all that be like a big stretch, and to allow especially any part of us, especially nerves that feel entangled or constricted, to have an experience of elongation. And if that involves for you a physical stretch, we'll welcome that physical stretch. And if we could welcome right where you are, Archangel Michael, and if we could let him stand right behind you, and if we could just take in a breath and we'll use our free will, and if we could just lovingly say out loud, thank you, Archangel Michael, for being with you. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for being with me. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for clearing my energy right now. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for clearing the atmosphere that surrounds me. I welcome only love in this moment. I allow that love to be solid. I choose to release anything that dissipates love. So if we could breathe in and let Archangel Michael take immediate action to clear away anything, be it an annoyance, be it a fear, be it a bank account, be it a sense of attack, be it insomnia, be it a condition or a diagnosis, anything that dissipates love. Let's very simply let Archangel Michael take immediate action with that. And if we could truly recognize that love is an incredibly powerful energy, and let's let love lead the way here. If we could let Archangel Michael rearrange the cells, the molecules within you and around you, and letting Archangel Michael take charge of your immediate surroundings and the protection of your body. So if we could just take in a breath, and we'll notice what it's like to relax and to let Archangel Michael step forward. And if we could notice very simply that Archangel Michael could be with each and every one of us at once individually. So we each have an individual Archangel Michael with us. And if we could feel with that the potency and power of his presence. So if we could feel that the Archangel Michael that's with you is not diluted, is not distracted, that he's doing his job, which is to help us, if we could just breathe in and letting him soothe your nerves and smooth out the surfaces that surround you. So if there's anything that feels like choppy waters, we'll let him very simply make it smooth and placid. So if we could breathe in, and with the exhale, we'll let him straighten out your nerves, letting him untangle your nerves, comb out your nerves. And if we could allow right now for any part of you that feels alone, isolated, or unheard, if we could let Archangel Michael flood that part of you with attention and care, if we could just breathe into that, whether you feel that, see that, hear that, or know that. And if we could notice right now that good things are here, and included in those good things is support and help. So if we could just breathe into all of that, and we'll allow other angels that we know by name a dozen angels. We could breathe in and notice the presence of Raphael, Gabriel, Ariel, Raziel, Metatron, Uriel, Haniel, an assortment of angels with different skills. If we could feel them surrounding you right now, and if we can notice them, these dozen angels representing the year of 2021, if we can notice their intention, like making a pizza, they're saying like pizza dough, like putting their imprint on every single day, every single hour, every single month of 2021. If we could notice that being a fresh start. So if we could breathe in, if we could notice like a line in the sand, anything from the past, even a day ago from the past, if we could very simply let the Herculean strength of Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael lift that off of you and away from you. The metaphor they're giving, the visual they're giving is like if they're lifting a car off of you, lifting a heavy weight off of you. And if we could define all those different weights, all the things that were shared with intention, but the weight of responsibility, the weight of oppression, the weight of projections, the weight of expectations, the weight of disappointment, the weight of failure or the implication of failure or the idea of failure, the weight of diminishment, including diminishment of dreams or finances, anything that doesn't serve you or has created a constriction. If we could just take in a breath and notice those two angels, Michael and Metatron, lifting those off of you and away from you. So we'll just breathe into that. And if we could let with that movement, any source, any cause of anxiety, be that internal or external, let's let Michael and Metatron lift those up and move those away. And if we could do one thing here, which is in leaning back, let's let the angels do the work. And if we can notice any part of us, this may not be true for everyone, any part of us that is going, well, what about, how come, what's gonna, let's very simply just take in a breath. And let's just say out loud, thank you, angels, for helping me in every part of my life right now. I welcome this fresh start. I release carrying the energy of the past. I welcome finality. And I welcome more love into my life. Wonderful. So if we could just breathe into that. And if we could notice something from Archangel Ariel, let's let her scrub your skin like she was using soap with a lot of soap bubbles. And if we could notice that cleansing being physical, but mainly energetic. Any residue of disappointment or fear, any sense or fear around threats or any lack of safety, or even implied threats, or what happens if we could just breathe in, letting Archangel Ariel cover all the bases here. And if we could notice what the angel's immediate activity is to clear space, to make room, to address anything that feels like it has some urgency. We'll just breathe in and let Ariel scrub, let Michael and Metatron lift. And with this, let's let Archangel Gabriel grab hold of any and all relationships that you have, including ones that are fraught. And if we could let Archangel Gabriel bring peace and harmony to every single relationship that you have, and to let Gabriel do that work. And if that involves some silence, including silencing others, let's let Gabriel do that right now. And if we could feel through Gabriel's action and intention that it's okay for us to focus on ourselves right now, and mainly to focus on receptivity. So we'll just breathe in. And for all that is here, let's very simply just breathe in. Let's allow ourselves 1% more, 10% more, 20% more, 30% more to relax. And if you could notice what is personal for you about the marker of a change in year, let's let what is personal for you about that be so. And perhaps involving endings and beginnings, perhaps fresh opportunity, including fresh energy, and perhaps some hope. So if we could just breathe in, let's very simply let Archangel Haniel, who's the angel of grace, a petite angel, let's let Archangel Haniel come right in front of you, whether you feel her, see her, hear her, or know that she's there. If you could let her present you with a really lovely gift, and just noticing what she presents to you, what she gives to you. And if you could notice this angel of grace who works with sensitivity, grabbing your face in her hands and kissing you, showering you with affection, with love, and with peace. And if we can notice in this moment with these different angels, at least 13 different angels in action right now, if we can notice anything that feels like a threat, diminishing and having a hard time existing in this atmosphere of love. So if we could just breathe into that. And if we could say out loud, I am safe right now. Wonderful. And if we could say out loud, it's safe for me to be safe right now. Wonderful. So if we could feel right now these 13 angels, including the dozen and Archangel Michael, a baker's dozen of angels, if we could feel right now Archangel Uriel, who's a subtle presence, him standing perhaps 5 feet in front of you. And if you could notice him looking you directly in the eye with immense care and immense affection and immense ability, if we could just breathe in and allow him, Archangel Uriel, to manifest, to work on, to bring forward the highest possible good for you. That is his dedication to you. So if we could breathe in, we'll let the other 12 angels assist Uriel in this task. So if we can allow there to be some immediacy, which includes peace of mind and protection. And if we could feel right where you are physically, a really lovely sense of grounding happening. So if you could relax into the thing that you're sitting on or lying on. And if we could recognize the delicious fact that we're alive, that we have choice, and we're living during the time when peace and kindness and prosperity for all happens. If we could take this moment to lead the way by accepting those elements into our lives fully right now. So we'll just breathe in. And if we could say out loud, I welcome the highest good into my life right now. I consciously choose to have hope. I welcome radical positive change into my life, including waking up feeling good, including crystal clear communication with the divine, including strong relaxation. And let's say it again. Let's say it like it's the first time we've ever said it. Thank you, angels, for helping me in every part of my life. Wonderful. If we could breathe in. And once again, whether you see the angels, feel them, know they're there, or hear them, if we could notice them creating more space around you. And with that more space, let's notice that is only filled with love. Anything that's not based in love can move away or be dissipated or is already long gone. If we could just breathe into the space created for you and the space held for you. And we'll just notice that. Let's let them increase that space. So there's 100 feet of love surrounding you in every direction. And if we could let the weight of obligation that might be sitting on your heart or on your consciousness, let's let Archangel Michael lift that weight off of you. And we'll notice what it's like to dedicate this time, this immediate moment right now, to dedicate it to you, for you to be receptive, to let the angels take care of other people, including children, grandchildren, siblings, spouses, grandparents, loved ones, friends, people you're taking care of, people in your responsibility, people you're making decisions for. We could just breathe in and allow there to be space for you to just receive. And with the affectionate Archangel Haniel, if we could very simply let her hug you, whether you feel that, see that, hear that, or know that. And if we could notice there being a focus, so the other angels are at work, but we're going to focus on the affection between yourself and Archangel Haniel. And if we could let her, with loving energy like a grandmother or a mother, if we could let her very simply soothe you and take care of you. And if we could feel in her heart the solution to everything resides. So if we could just breathe into that, solutions for business, for problems, for other people. And if we could just lovingly, lovingly, lovingly let her heart share all those solutions with your heart. If we can notice this is going heart to heart, not heart to brain. So if we could just breathe in and just feel all the knowledge that is present right now in your heart, that it's safe for you to take this time for you. It's safe for good things to happen. It's safe for things to change, including changing positively. It's safe to drop out of drama and fights. It's safe to let your energy be your own. So if we could just breathe into all of that. And just noticing the affection provided by Archangel Haniel, and that affection going to your physical body, affection for your emotional body, including understanding, affection for your mental body. And if we could let the affection for your mental body include relief of any repetitive thinking and allowing angelic intervention and angelic invention to help, allowing the angels to innovate with us and for us. And affection for your energetic body. So if we could let in this moment of care, Archangel Haniel extract anyone else's energy from your energy field, including people you're close to. Including specifically sexual partners or former sexual partners. Anyone where there's been hardship with or even violence, letting those energies separate. Anyone who's betrayed you. Just letting all levels of contact be cleared and letting something brand new happen right now. And if we could let this go under the heading of clearing the past. If we can notice with clearing the past, we'll let the angels do that, especially Archangel Haniel, this petite angel. If we could let her be very thorough. And with that clearing of the past, let's notice that we don't need to go there. We don't need to let our thoughts leave this moment, but trusting there's a strong intention here for your freedom, creating more room for your dedication to receive perfect guidance, to know what to do, to have hope, and to feel the clarity of this moment in every single moment. That you are loved right now. It is safe for you to be loved right now, and it's safe for things to change. Wonderful. If we could just breathe in and notice you and Haniel entwined together in that embrace. If we could notice the other dozen angels hovering above you, off of the ground into the air. Let's let those 12 hovering angels very simply access your crown chakra and to pour, to contribute the highest possible good into your being. If we could notice this loving contribution of unconditional love and letting that unconditional love go into every single cell in your body, into your DNA, into your organs and systems, including your thoughts, and every single part of you, every single element of you being loved completely right now. And if we could let this infusion of unconditional love allow there to be motion and movement in every single cell. And if we could very simply leave the idea that you don't deserve unconditional love, you're not worthy of it, letting any idea like that exit the space and letting this angelic infusion of unconditional love move unimpeded. Perfect flow. So we'll just breathe into that right now. Wonderful. And if we could let those 12 angels contribute to your entire being, peace, not only the idea of peace, but the experience of peace that you have had in your life, and the peace that you long for and are creating and looking forward to, which is a peace that includes an absolute absence of threat of any kind on the planet, which includes global cooperation, global harmony, a world where no one gets lost, where we all express ourselves positively and only positively, that we take care of ourselves and each other. And if we could just notice that we're heading toward that world right now. So let's allow this infusion of peace to take root right now. Take root in our hearts, in our brains, in our souls, in our hands, in our feet, in our words, and in our actions. So we'll just breathe into all that. And if we can notice, this may be different for everyone, when that peace, that vision takes root, that something might scoot away. It might displace an old belief. Wonderful. We'll just take in a breath. And we'll notice these 12 angels contributing unlimited abundance to you. And if we could just breathe in, we'll see this being abundance in all ways, including time, money, ideas, friendship, love, being seen and heard, an abundance of visibility in positive ways, an abundance of health. And if we could let any any instance where there's been constriction around finances, including perhaps right now, personally or for business or for both, if we could very simply, without attaching to the how, notice the angels contributing a whole lot of funds, a whole lot of income into personal bank accounts, perhaps adding zeros to business bank accounts. If we can notice very simply any part of us that wants to get into a how, let's not worry about the how. Let's very simply take a moment to lean back, to give the angels room, and to follow their lead. And directly to the point, if we could very simply say out loud to the angels, thank you so much. I am open to receive. I am abundant in all ways. I am abundant in all ways. I am right on time. I do deserve the best. I choose to let old beliefs around receptivity step aside. I choose to let old beliefs around receptivity step aside. I'm fully open to receive right now. Wonderful. So let's just breathe in and notice what's that like in your heart. To allow the highest good to come forward in your personal life, in your business life, in the lives of places, businesses that you have your eye on or you participate in or care for. Just allowing the highest possible good to happen for all beings. Wonderful. If you could notice the coin that Archangel Haniel hands you, which you might do in a playful way. Wonderful. We'll just breathe in. And let's notice the 12 angels contributing into your entire being goodwill. The good wishes to you, specifically from the angels, from these 13 angels. The goodwill that you have circulated in your life, the goodwill circulated toward you, and letting that goodwill just continue. All the thoughts, all the Christmas cards, all the notes, all the texts, the emails, the conversations, the looks, the approval, the generosity from family, from friends, from loved ones, from strangers, from teachers, all that approval, all that goodwill, all that generosity, and allowing ourselves to be filled up with that afresh right now, and adding to that the angel's approval of you and for you, their encouragement, their love for you right now. So if we could let very simply any funneling of good, the way that we might ascribe how things have to happen, if we could let go of the have tos and shoulds, and very simply let there be a pure flow here of goodness coming to you, of abundance of goodwill, of peace of mind, of health, of safety, letting all of that flow perfectly to you right now. And if we could notice these 13 angels all shifting their attention to your physical self, if we could notice all the angels touching you in various parts of your body, including your head, perhaps including your face, including the back of your heart, your shoulders, all major joints, all major organs, if we could just feel the angels infusing love into every single cell in your body, every system. And with this touch, with their touch, with this attention, we could just breathe in. And if we could do one thing and one thing only, which is to receive their love. So we'll just breathe into that. And we'll say a few things out loud. Thank you, angels, for loving me right now. I choose to receive your love. I am free right now. I fully embrace my freedom in this moment. I release all constriction, including self imposed constriction. I am fully loved right now. Thank you, angels, for your love. Wonderful. We'll just breathe into all that. And if we could notice um, what lights up in your heart, what lights up in your cells, and perhaps letting new connections, refreshed connections, healed connections in your brain, in your body, in your cells, in your DNA. Noticing what it's like to utilize every single part of yourself, including your intuition, including angelic care. To recognize the angel's point of view of this activity right now, which is this is you getting into sync perfectly with the energy of 2021, that you are right on time, and that we could welcome this fresh year, the fresh opportunities, that we could have a whole lot of hope, that we could perhaps filter away any negativity that wants to dilute the waters and exist in a very pristine space where love matters, where we thrive, where we witness even more positive and powerful manifestations, where we let powerful intentions supersede mediocrity, and we allow right now for care to matter, for hope to matter, and for us to be included in all the good in the universe, including all the good that is here right now. So if we could just breathe into all that, and to all of that, and with 26 angel hands on you, if we could just say out loud, Yes. Wonderful. With one simple act, we'll let Archangel Michael remove any limitation from your ancestry and past lives. If we could let Archangel Michael take the handcuffs off of you or away from you in all directions of time, and letting that clear anything that doesn't serve you from past lives and your ancestry. And let's say out loud, I am free right now. I can move in any direction I choose, including forward. I move forward with love and with confidence. Wonderful. If we could focus again on Archangel Ariel, who's one of the 13 angels, if we could let her return anything you feel has been taken from you, be that confidence, be that trust, be that an object, be that an idea, or your heart, or your livelihood, if we could very simply let Ariel return that to you right now, those things. And if we can notice what it's like to receive those lightly and hold on to them lightly. And if we could feel in this moment of transformation personally, nationally, globally, and universally, if we could just feel that we are in sync with the highest good, it's safe for us to focus on the highest good, and it's safe for us to move forward. So, whatever it feels like, looks like, sounds like, is like for you in mind, body, spirit, and emotion, to take this moment and with the assistance of 13 angels with 26 hands, let's very, very simply notice what it's like to move forward right now. And to allow a very positive and very refreshing repositioning to happen. Wonderful. And with that repositioning, if we can notice what it's like to very simply let our guard down perhaps 1%, to let any hypervigilance relax 1%, to let any ideas from the past recede 1%. If we could just breathe in, this is one of the angels' major messages about this time, about this year, which is the goal for us to let our guard down so our hearts are more felt, that we receive even more love, that we feel incredibly protected and loved, and we can move with grace and ease in the world. That we not concern ourselves with what other people are doing, and that we hold space, we create space for the highest good to happen for humanity and for the planet. So let's just breathe in and perhaps noticing that 1% of your heart relaxing, to feel a very positive vulnerability, and to notice 13 angels smiling at you. And let's notice those 13 angels coming even closer to you. And perhaps with that 1%, let's notice with fresh eyes and fresh nerves and fresh sensitivity what you notice about your interaction with the angels. What's brand new there? And if you could place your full attention on Archangel Michael as he shoots himself 100 feet into the air, if you could notice how his action makes you even more safe. And with his action making you feel more safe, let's just take in a breath and let's let our guard down 1% more. If we could have an experience, or actually shift from having an experience to an awareness that the angels are actually protecting you right now. And they really care, they're really dedicated, and they know exactly what to do. So if we could just breathe in and notice that, the angels in action. And as we notice that, let's very simply, whether you see it, feel it, hear it, or know it, let's acknowledge the angels' work. And we could acknowledge that with 2 words that we'll say out loud to them: thank you. And however it is that you're experiencing their care, whether you see it, feel it, hear it, or know it, let's acknowledge that. Let's acknowledge that. We might say, I see that, or I feel that, I notice that, I hear that. Let's just take in a breath. We'll make it immediate and personal. And if we could notice the wonderful thing about intuitive work like this, if we could notice very simply your body, your physical body responding to it. So if we could notice very simply what it's like to tune into your physical body right where you are, and notice the presence, notice the relaxation, noticing the good. And let's very simply, in your DNA, in your cells, in your heart, in your conscious mind, accept that relaxation. And in the same way, let's very simply accept the abundance provided by the divine. We could release the rules about how things work and very simply allow. Let's very simply say a wonderful affirmation out loud. I am open and receptive to all the good and abundance in the universe. I am open and receptive to all the good and abundance in the universe. I am completely loved right now. Thank you, angels, for helping me right now. I release learning through suffering. I embrace learning through insight. And I choose to have hope. Wonderful. We'll just breathe into all that. So if we could notice these 13 angels with 26 hands who've been helping you, if we could come back to Archangel Uriel, who made it his dedicated effort to help you, to manifest the things that you would like to have happen. If we could just breathe in and perhaps let Uriel come front and center. If we could notice Uriel, whether you feel it, see it, hear it, or know it, him leaning his forehead against your forehead, getting very close to you. And if we could just lovingly breathe in and we'll notice what Uriel communicates to you through telepathy, through words, through feeling, through knowing. And if we could perhaps feel warmth at work right now, warmth in your heart, warmth on your skin, warmth in your blood, warmth in your thoughts. And if we could very simply let Uriel acknowledge for you the shift in your vibration, the shift in your availability. And if we could recognize and know that goodness is here, the angels are on it, and they'll continue their connection with us. So we'll just breathe into all that. And let's very simply say out loud to Uriel, thank you for your care. Wonderful. We'll just breathe in. Great. And if we could feel the angels in a huddle like you would on a football team, let's notice them making plans to continue their help for you 5 minutes from now, an hour from now, the rest of this evening, tomorrow, the rest of 2021 and beyond. Just notice that the angels have a plan. You're included in the plan, and they welcome their open door policy of communicating with you each day, which might sound like, thank you, angels, for being with me. Anything you want me to know? So we'll just breathe into this care and this promise of help and the continuation of goodness. And with all that said, and with these 13 angels' dedication to you and their continued help, we'll very simply say out loud to them, thank you. And thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels and ascended masters. Thank you for all the care, all the hope, all the clarity, and all the peace that's here for us right now. We celebrate this moment of love. We celebrate this dedication to goodness and this fresh start in this fresh year. We allow everything to be brand new right now, including our experience of hope and our availability to receive guidance. We celebrate the fact that we've let our guard down 2%, and we celebrate that goodness and our protection in that endeavor. And we're so grateful for this day and for the abundance that's here for us. We're so grateful to gather as community, to tune in and to allow. And with generosity, peace, and ease, we quite simply and lovingly ask for this or something better right now in all directions of time. And so it is.